Hi folks, this is Danny at Bradley James Classics, and today I'm bringing you an absolutely superb example of the world famous Mercedes W123. Now, this is a saloon model, of course, from April 1982. Remarkably, it's only covered 47,000 miles since new. This will be the second time we've actually offered this car for sale. We know this car really well. Now, the previous owner has embarked on a huge car rally which encompassed driving through France, Spain, Pyrenees, and then back up through France and back to the UK. That was for a Macmillan Canter charity, and I think I was told there was only 3 cars on the rally of 12 that actually completed that rally without any difficulties at all. This Mercedes was one of them. Now, the car is in superb condition. It's never been welded, it doesn't need to be welded, and it's been looked after extremely well, and there's a great story behind this car and how it's come to be in such good condition. And how comes the mileage is so low? Well, the car was actually used by a member of the Unilever family while he was seconded over from America, having left business school in the early 1980s. This was his company car while he worked as a young executive training up in the, I think it was a Wirral area, because this car was supplied from a Liverpool Mercedes dealership. He loved the car, and he always intended to come back over to the UK where he had spent some early years. It never happened, but the car was tucked away in dry storage for many years, part of a collection of family cars. And then after about, I believe about 20 years of it actually being in storage, it finally was sold. It went to a Mercedes enthusiast who had the car fully recommissioned. Then it was sold to the gentleman who traded the car in for another Mercedes a number of years back, about 5 years ago I think it was. And then we subsequently sold the car on to its past owner. He's added, I think he bought it with about 41,000 miles on it. It's now got 47, so he put about 6,000 miles on his time. He loved this car. It was kept in a heated garage, and it is in beautiful condition. I'm going to walk around the car very slowly. Now, it's a Mercedes W123 200, which means it's got a 2-litre 4-cylinder petrol engine and a 4-speed manual gearbox. Now, it's not the fastest car in the W123 range, but it is the most economical. It regularly can return early 30s to the gallon, which is pretty good for a car of this size and this age. Now, you don't buy a car like this for fuel economy, but if you are going to buy a large Mercedes, it's pretty impressive doing 30 to the gallon in one. It's called Labrador Blue, and the paintwork on the car is exceptionally good, as is the chrome, the glass, the interior. These wheel trims are stainless steel, and I personally think that they really set the car off, the colour-coded wheel trims. A little bit of a drizzle, unfortunately, but I can assure you the car does gleam. And if you just look how good the chrome is, it's kept his original dealer number plate. 1982 means it's tax exempt, and in fact MOT exempt here in the UK. There's a list of work that was undertaken when the car was recommissioned. It had a new exhaust, it had new brakes, it had new steering joints. It's had obviously things like new tyres, anything that's perishable, I guess. Super clean under the engine bay as well. We'll look at that, and I'm going to walk you down and show you up close just how good this bodywork is. It's gleaming. It's a beautiful colour, this Labrador Blue, and it's really super straight, and hopefully you can see the reflection of all the leaves behind me. You can probably guess what season it is I'm taking this video in. And the car itself looks good from all angles. I'm just going to show you, it's a sunroof model, and anyone who's aware of these Mercedes know that literally even the radio was a extra in these cars. Everything was an extra when it comes to specification. And this one's got central locking, it's got power steering, it's got the centre armrest. I think they call it Sobrano, I think. The wood effect on the dash was extra. It's got a decent specification, but it hasn't got electric front windows, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Look how clean it is in the boot. It's like new in here. It really is in super condition. You can see how good a condition it is. That boot has never seen any hard work, has it? That's the boot of a young executive if ever I've seen one. Of course, being a Mercedes, it has one of those up there, and it's like, well, it's in remarkably good order under here. Just wanted to show you that boot. Boot lid, excellent condition. Down at this rear valance, all very, very nice, and you can even sort of see the exhaust isn't that old. Mercedes can suffer with corrosion in this area, not at all in this one. It's really very, very good through those arches, all up inside. It's all painted underneath, it's all under sealed, in excellent condition, never welded, and it doesn't need any welding. And hopefully this slow walk up and down the car will show you just how straight and rust free the entire car is. And I think the only area on the whole car that I've noticed any sort of paint imperfection, I think I've seen a little chip there, and there's one matching the other side. Very common place for them to get a little bubble, but that is a very little bubble. When I did zoom in very closely, you'd have to get in close to see that. But other than that, I really can't see any other marks on this car. It's in superb order. Now, let's have a little look under the bonnet, and then we'll finish off by having a look around the interior. Now, that's how nice it is inside, by the way. We haven't really got to the interior yet, because I'm going to show you under the bonnet, but it's exceptionally clean on the inside as well as the outside. Now, Mercedes have this little thing that you pull out, and then one of the easiest cars to open with one hand. So there we go. I usually struggle. So there's a matte sheen on there. That's because it's all waxed underneath the on the inner wings as well. This car runs on a carburetor. So it's in the, you know, the later ones had an E on the end, which was electronic. You can see just how lovely the condition is under the bonnet as well. This hasn't been carted up and sprayed. This is just in good. In fact, I'd say it's pretty excellent condition. And I believe the radiator's new. I think I saw an invoice for that. It's had a new timing chain. I saw an invoice for that. It's been extremely well maintained, and it starts first turn and it drives ever so well. Okay, now I promised you a little look on the inside as well. Now, when a car's only done 47,000 miles and it's Mercedes-Benz, you can expect it to be in pretty good condition. Those door cards, for anyone younger in the audience, that's called a window winder. You probably won't be used to those, but believe it or not, even Mercedes used to have them. A period radio, that is a Blaupont London, which is a radio cassette, which is very period correct. Chances are that would have been fitted by the Liverpool Mercedes dealer. And in fact, if I get close there, that's the supplying dealer's key fob. Full set of keys, all original. There's those bright big dials, 47,000 miles. These enormous big steering wheels, and it's so nice to see them with this much tread on them because it's only got 47,000 miles. Lovely dashboard, no cracks, no imperfections that I can see. That's not a sat nav, that's very much an old school way for navigating. And here we have this wood effect paneling, and these are light adjustments and lights for the rear, cooling system, hazards there. And this is the driver's seat, which is the one that usually gets the hardest life, and you can see that is in exceptionally good order. as indeed as the whole car. A manual opening sunroof here, lovely headlining in excellent condition. That's that centre armrest which does lift, all in good condition. Genuine Mercedes-Benz carpet mats which are still in excellent condition. Let's have a little look in the back as well. You can see just look how good the carpet is, and it's been preserved with these carpet mats, so it's almost like new in the back. It's incredible condition. A folding centre armrest, contrasting blue cloth trim, and very, very nice condition. In fact, it's in excellent condition. This is a credit to its former keepers. It drives exceptionally well, so smooth, so quiet. Still a powerful car that will keep up with the flow of traffic. So if you're going to have a classic car, then you can have the legendary Mercedes reliability. And for many people, they would consider the W123 probably the last of the proper Mercedes when they were built as well as they could possibly be, not at a price point. A fine car indeed. So to recap, this one is a 1982 2-litre, and it is a 4-speed manual gearbox. It qualifies for so 0 road tax here in the UK, no MOT required, even though this one is. I know for the last MOT its brake pipes were replaced, but it has had significant spend, because ahead of the big multi-thousand mile road trip, it did have a real major service, and that's all been done, and the car wants for nothing. It's good to go, and it presents ever so nicely. Well folks, if you are interested in this car, please do get in touch. We can offer you a test drive, and we can part exchange your existing Classic. We can also deliver this car anywhere in the UK for a sensible price. We just need your postcode for a quote. Thank you very much for your attention watching today's video. I wish you all the best. Thanks folks, that's Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out.